I used to throw parties growing up.
Yeah,
and
like promote parties.
no, like throw them in my mom's basement. Shout out to my mom.
Okay, so like a low key promoter, like an unpaid promoter.
Pretty much, yeah. But then when I stopped, I realized I had no friends. They were all just using me for my house. So I'm definitely gonna check that one out. Why'd you stop partying? Was it a specific moment in your life?
I got to give my girlfriend Caitlin a lot of love for this. When she came into my life about 6 years ago, she kind of made me look around and realize a lot of the people I spent a lot of time with were really just there for one reason. And I defended them to a degree and for a while. And, you know, kind of always knew too. I've always been the guy that still woke up and still got my shit done. So no matter how much I drank the night before, had fun or went out, I would still get up and do my shit. And so to me, I'm always like, well, that's just part of being in your 20s. Like I kind of justified it. Like I would look around the people in LA I was around and go, well, I drink less than them. I go out less than them, but it still was just too much. And so meeting her and then quite frankly, having bigger and bigger goals. The more that I accomplish what I want in life, the more I get excited to swing for the fences bigger next time. Because the more I realize the possibility of what I can do, we can do.
Right.
You know, every little thing that works gets me more excited to get the next little thing. And the truth is, I just don't have the time, the energy, the want to be hungover anymore. Like that was directly correlated to slowing me down and in no world conducive to actually helping me. So instead of complaining about, you know, not being in the shape I want, not being as focused as I want, things not working out, I'm like, well, I can control that. I know that doesn't help. So fuck off.
Yeah.
And it went from taking off, you know, several months to last year, 7 months to this year, I'm doing a full year.
Wow.
Because literally there's no reason why I need to have that. You know, I'm an adult. One day I want to go to a vineyard in Italy with my girlfriend, have some wine. I mean, yeah, probably. But then again, maybe not. I'm committed to a full year. We'll see how I feel after that.
Well done, man. Yeah, I will say as I've gotten older, I start to feel hangovers. I used to be completely immune.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is in their 20s, but I don't know if it's that we're immune or we simply don't have as much shit to do. You know?
Good point.
So you're good with feeling groggy and being less focused, right? But as soon as you gotta, you know, if you had to come in and knock out freaking 3, 4, 5, 10 episodes today, whatever you're doing, and you weren't clear, like, I don't know about you, I get frustrated myself.
Oh, I'd be wrecked. Yeah,
Yeah,
if I drank the
it
night
sucks.
before.
It just makes life too hard.
Yeah.
And it's so much more fun to be clear-headed, I guess one of the worst things I can think of is somebody asks you a question and you're like fighting for the words to respond. I feel like an idiot. I hate feeling slow. I love feeling sharp.
I love that, man. Yeah, because you're juggling a lot of stuff, man. You got businesses, you got the acting, got the music.
Yeah. Well, and to that point, one last thing. God, don't you love how short my answers are? One last thing I'll add to that is it helps so much. The lack of not drinking, not partying, helps me emotionally and spiritually be able to deal with problems, with the inevitable problems that come with business. So it just allows me to be a better bandmate, better boyfriend, better friend, better business partner, all my other businesses, because I can manage everything else. When I'm like hungover and then dealing with problems, it's inevitable that I'm going to be a little bit shittier to deal with. I'm going to be a little bit shorter, a little bit more of a temper, a little bit, I don't want to be that way. You know, I've done enough of that. Not ton of it, but enough of it to go, man, I didn't like how I was in that situation. I don't want to be remembered that way.
Yeah. I don't know the exact percentage, but I'm assuming a lot of bands break up or fail, right?
I think probably most of them.
Yeah.
And that's probably any business. You got a bunch of people with different opinions trying to run something, and especially out in the arts and the egos. And it's very well known that it's a tough thing,
right,
being in a band.
So has there been like a rock bottom moment for the band where you guys didn't know if it would work out?
Well, we stopped. We took a good 8 years off.
Yeah.
And I certainly didn't know that we were going to come back together for the first several years of that. In fact, for the majority of that time, it was not super fun at the end of the first run of BTR. And, you know, I can say that because any of the guys would say that. It's frankly not even anything personal. We hadn't had more than a couple of days off a year.
Damn.
For several times. We had to then eventually fight for like Sundays or one a week. It just, we were so burnt out that it's inevitable. You know, you spend that much time around anybody, you get that burnt out. It becomes, you know, untenable to some degree. Coming back though, taking that time off, everybody having their own opportunities to go, and some start families. Some of us go off and do a bunch more film and TV projects, travel, make other friends, live a little bit of life, right? That allowed us, when we got back together, which has now been 4 or 5 years ago, to come to the table as adults. We were children thrown into this situation.
Teenagers.
And we came back as adults. And furthermore, we came back, found the brand Big Time Rush dormant. Our manager, who I asked to be our manager, Jared Paul, who is very much the glue that keeps a lot of this together as well. I asked him 3 questions before I brought it to the guys of like, hey, I think this might be the right time. I think this might be the right team. Is there any demand in the market for us? He said, let me go ask and checked. Would you want to manage us? Fastest yes I've ever heard from that man's mouth. And he is very analytical and very smart. And that was a huge compliment. And then the last one was, how do we own it? And he's, said, I don't know, but let's figure it out. And we did. We found an amazing team. As the guys and myself found an amazing team. They were able to go and essentially license the brand and give us a shot to bring it back. Little did we know it would grow to be larger now than it was back then.
Wow.
So coming to the table after that much time was the best thing that could have happened to us. Working together now as adults and co-owners and business owners, business partners. Yeah, there's struggles there as well, but it's much more respectful and it's much more clear-headed. And best thing ever happened to us was taking an 8-year break.
Yeah. I didn't know you guys were larger now than back then. That's impressive.
Dude, we never sold out the Garden back then. We never did the Forum. We're playing the Intuit Dome in LA this summer. Like it's crazy.
So it's like your old fans mixed with a new era of fans.
Exactly right. There's a lot of people that obviously come because of the nostalgia, because of the TV show and what man, I grew up with them. But I can say this with full confidence and humility. We put on one hell of a show. We pride ourselves. Those guys on stage with me, the 4 of us on stage, that's where we were the most comfortable. Every time we go out to a tour, we go, look, obviously we want to make money, but we're not going to sacrifice the quality of the show. And every time we go out, we spend more, do more, build a bigger set, bring more people, more production, change it up, new choreography, because we really care. And I think it's fair to say that there's still a lot of people for the nostalgia, but there's also a lot of people coming back. So went, dude, that's one of the most entertaining shows I've ever seen.
Wow.
And to us, that was always the thing. It's like, we want to build a business. We want this to grow from where it's at, not just do a couple of tours and cash in on a nostalgia check.
Yeah.
And now 4 years later, still touring, still selling out the Zego Dome in places they're just insane to think about. I think that we can fairly say we've done that.
Yeah.
We want to keep doing it too.
I know you take pride in your marketing. I saw a clip on your Instagram saying how if you're an artist, you need to have a marketing background these days.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that because there's so many talented artists. Being in Nashville, as soon as you land, there's some talented artists in the
airport. Dude, I've heard some of the best singers ever just playing cover songs at the airport.
And you would never know who it is.
Hopefully one day you will. But yeah, it's not like the old days, and I hate saying it, but that's the truth. Even 10 years ago, 15 years ago was the old days. Things move so fast where labels and networks would invest into development. A lot of labels and networks these days want to limit their liability.
Right.
And they want to make sure that you got things going on, that you kind of take the first step and figure it out, then they'll come in. So if you don't understand the basics of marketing, you're going to be amongst the many, many, many more talented people that people never know of than the few talented people that people end up knowing. And I just, marketing is a big part of that.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.